Go. Got a gold mine right in your face, but you wouldn't even look.
You wouldn't be looking forward, yeah.
Opportunity of a lifetime right now, so you better not blow it. Don't wait.
Yes, sir. You're now tuned in to yet another episode of Goldmine Money as we kicking this thing back off. I'm your host, Billy Slum, and to my right, I have my sis, Miss Janae. Yeah, thank you for coming through and popping up on us.
No problem.
Janae is I met through my other sis, Jay Phelps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, and you've been doing your thing out here. I be peeping you. I've been watching you, man. You've been doing your thing, man.
A little bit, trying.
Tell people how long you been at this.
Ooh, ever since I moved to Middle Georgia.
Originally from?
I'm originally from Atlanta.
Okay. All right.
Originally from Atlanta. I've been singing for a long time. In middle school, high school, I was known as the choir chick. So
You're the choir chick.
the choir chick, you know, you had the jocks and cheerleaders. I was known
Okay.
as the choir chick.
I got you.
So every award ceremony, every graduation, you know, I was singing.
They had you on program.
Had me on program
So
doing
that's where it
something.
started.
Yeah, so that's where it started.
Okay.
And then, you know, went off to college and then moved back to Georgia, and I landed in Middle Georgia.
All right.
So I discovered a little town called Macon.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, when I started going out to different open mics and karaoke's, I met a lot of people, a lot of other singers and musicians, and I began to just network and meet people, and I was like, wow, like, you guys sing too, you guys play in this band, and I started just from there.
So even before then, what was I would say, I always ask people about their gumbo pies, right?
Yeah.
So if we had to take a Janae and her sound and break that down to the ingredients of her gumbo pie, what we gonna find?
Ooh. So I have a lower register in my tone. Like a deeper tone for a female. So a lot of artists that I listened to growing up were Sade. My idol is Aaliyah. Like, I just love Aaliyah. Like, I had her poster like hanging up in my room.
Right on.
And still to this day, she is such an inspiration to me. And also Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera,
Okay.
yeah. I was really into pop growing up.
Okay.
I had my pop phase. So, Christina, and then growing up, my parents played a lot of old school music. So the Anita Bakers, the Johnny Gills,
I can hear little Auntie Anita in the mix. Okay.
Anita Baker. So yeah, growing up, you know, mama, getting up on Saturday mornings, cleaning, putting on the old school music. So
Okay.
it was in my house growing up. But yeah, Aaliyah is definitely one of those influential artists for me. I love her style, her tone, her swag. She had a little bit of street feel to her, but she also had this sweet angelic voice. So
Right.
Loved
Okay.
it.
All right. So that's just Janae's gumbo pot.
Yeah.
And let's talk about you just because I know you've been doing the live circuit and, like you said, the open mics for a while.
Yes.
And then you said, you know what, I'm finna put up my own music. So take us through that process.
That process, okay. There's a little spot called Grants downtown in Macon. I will go up there every week just to practice, practice performing, practice singing with a live band. And this young lady, who is now the host of Grants, her name is Henri.
Shout out Henri.
I shout out to Henri, and I tell her this all the time. She put together a showcase. But this was back at Triple Crown. There's a spot called Triple Crown.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not at Grants, but there was a spot at Triple Crown that we would do open mics at too. And she put together a showcase, and she was like, Janae, you're up here every week. I'm putting you on. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, go ahead. You're ready. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I can't tell her no. I was a little nervous. I was like, but I'm going to do this. So I'm going to step out my comfort zone. And she put me on my first flyer. And I did my first showcase at Triple Crown. So shout out to Iron Reed. She gave me that push, like that encouragement. She was very much encouraging spirit at that time when I was meeting people in the Macon area and meeting local artists, because she also sings as well.
Definitely a talented singer.
Yeah, so from there, I kept meeting other people at other venues like Brookhaven. Brookhaven was downtown Macon. Brookhaven was another spot that local singers would get together and they would do karaoke out there. So karaoke was kind of like practice for me. And again, it was one of those spots that I would go to every week until the owner pulled me to the side and was like, Janae, you're up here every week. I'm gonna need for you to do a show. And I was like, you want me to do? She said, yes. I'm gonna need for you to do a show, pick a date. And I was like, okay. At the time, it was 2022, I think. And I was like, all right, New Year, I'm gonna put on my very, very, very first show. So I found me a band, and I put on my very first show at Brookhaven. So shout out to Darren Ford.
Shout out.
Who gave me my
the big break.
Yeah. He allowed me to express myself and to showcase my talent in front of the night circuit at that time.
Okay.
And I got a little money for it. So I was like, okay, I can get paid for it. I can
so
get
is
paid.
that when you said, let me put out my first official single? Or
yeah, so again, I was eyeing this local producer for a while. He didn't know me, but I knew of him. So I was eyeing him for a few months until I caught him at a show. And I put him to the side. I was like, hey, I would love to work with you. And that producer is Deontay Craig of Hit Class. And we exchanged, I think I was following him on Facebook for a while. But I actually spoke to him that night. I put him to the side and he was like, bet, hit me up and let me know when you're ready. So, I just loved his work. I've been watching him for a while. I loved his work. And, I hit him up and I was like, let's do this. Let's get together. And we got together and I released my first single, Motivation, last year.
Motivation.
Yes, last April. He produced that track, which is out on all streaming platforms right now. And then this year we just dropped a new track called Consistency, which you are featured on. Yes. So he also produced that. So yeah, linking up with Crad, he is amazing at what he does. He writes, he produces, he arranges, and he does it so quickly. He wants it done and put out just as bad as you do. And anything that he puts out and has his name on it, he's gonna make sure it's top notch and it's gonna be fire. So I recommend anybody who's looking to put out a record to check him out. He's super dope.
Right on. All right. So where can people find your music and social media and all of that?
People can find my music on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. They can find me on Instagram. I'm at Janae_love_2. I'm also on Facebook. I have my artistry page, Janae. So yeah, that's where people can look me up.
So Janae, tell me what would be your dream collaboration if you could choose anybody? Like
famous?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, whatever. It can be if you can. Let's say if you can pull somebody from the dead, if it was somebody who's passed away or somebody that's present, what would be your dream collaboration?
I would love to work with Babyface.
Okay.
Babyface, Teddy Riley.
Okay.
But Babyface, I think he's a awesome, just all around producer, writer. He's super dope, and I love that. I have a old soul as well.
So would you want him on the record?
He could be on the record too.
Okay, I can hear that.
He could be on the record too.
I can actually hear that
if he wants to. But I love Babyface. So I would love to work with him on as a producer. Producer side as well. Yeah.
And if you had one thing that you wanted the audience to know about you and your vibe, what can they expect when they play a Janae record?
Oh, I have a melodic sound. I love harmonies. I love my smooth, warm tone in my voice. So that's what they can kind of get a feel of when they hear my record. It's something you can like put on in your car and just ride with the top down, you know.
I got you.
It's the vibe.
Top back vibes.
Top back vibes, yeah.
Okay,
my
I
music
got
is a vibe, yeah.
Right on. So we're gonna get into your current single, which is
Consistency, featuring
myself.
Billy Sloan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
In class. I'm safe with you, and I ain't never gotta worry about none of them games with you, cause you stand on business and you faithful too. I hear everything that you saying, boo. Just promise me you ain't for the streets. Consistency is really what I need. I want a solid chick on my team to lift me up when I'm feeling low. Pray for me when the world is cold. She eating noodles with me when I'm broke. She can have whatever when I'm up for show. Nothing that I won't do for you. Just know it's always us, never them. All I need in this life is sin, and I'ma hold you down as long as you never.
You know I won't. You'll always be the main chick on your side. It's just like it's whoever, cause you know I'm gon' ride. I'm down for whatever. Oh, you know I'm that type. You and I, you and me, us and we, that's consistency. You and I, you and me, us and we, that's consistency.
Janae, we got one.